And we mentioned ahead, I think Overpass is the win factor.
Yeah, absolutely. It's such an open and nice little map to have going. And it looks like we're actually on the way. Take it away, Neo.
I'm excited. CT side start for Ambush. No fear on the T side. Let's see what the T side do as well. They're posturing just slightly like they're going to go towards that long hold. And actually, yeah, very aggressive as we stand. Going for that long aggression. Early doors, not really test as well. Joanna just going to take a step back in towards bathrooms, completely give it up. And they're just going for the full push here, sending it all the way forward. No utility, and they just want to go aggressive.
Yeah, look at Cassandra. She's going to have a field day. She spots a lot of players. You see the rotations are coming in. No contact yet. There we go. One. Oh, it takes a second.
Brilliant. Fatal for the trade at the very least. Joanna finds one. It's a 1-for-1 trade though as Spike answers back. KSU all alone now. 1 versus 3. A lot to do and so little to work with. And Joanna holding so brilliantly. 2 kills for her. 2 for Kezi. Well, that's the dream start for Ambush. A first round on the board. They took the numbers advantage, and a 3 versus 1, it should only go one way.
Yeah, that was a kind of a strange pistol round there by NOFEAR5. You're choosing to go the long route and get those duels on the longest side of the map when you have Glock versus DSP. A little questionable, but perhaps this was a read from their side.
Well, as we stand, they go for the con control, aren't they? Joanna the holding, but it's Kezi in close and personal. The crossfire is brilliant. The USP whipped out, and it's a flawless round once further for Ambush. That was a pretty easy one for them.
Yes, so easy. Kezi, wow, factor is on.
That was brilliant. That crossfire was so good, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a good little bait setup there. You see Kezi, she's holding the angles towards middle and towards balloons or party, whatever you prefer to call it. And then you have Joanna. Party. It was a party there last round, nonetheless. Easy and good little cleanup there for Ambush, and of course maybe expected from a full eco for NOFEAR5. But here we have a buy, and this round it is actually NOFEAR5 who has the better weapon.
Yeah, as we stand, I mean, it's just a bonus, isn't it, for Ambush? It's all the weapons they had in that previous round. No one died, so there's no need to upgrade the investment by any means. Ambush can just keep hold of what they've got. As we stand though, Kiki does have a little bit of information. The crossfire set up once further as well. Short and monster control held, and for Ambush it's all about buying time. And speaking of, there's a minute left on the clock for No Fear to work with. A very slow tempo from the T side, but in comes the utility now. Smoke over towards the side. Monster control looks like to be the priorities. Will be tested. Mersk finding a double to open things up. The MP9 finds 2 though. Brilliant up before Elizabeth trades. The numbers advantage in favor of the T side, but No Fear taking a significant amount of damage. Elizabeth and Fatal on a slither of HP, but will Kezi play the close position? Tested, damage dealt, finding the shot as well. Back to a 2 versus 2, and look at the HP of the T side. Joanna dropping down, finding one more, and it's all down to Fatal with 3 HP.
Yeah, she has a great position though. Kezi just cleared this angle. They must be expecting her to be in Monster. She gets the first, but Kezi, she cleans up here. 3rd round on the board for Ambush.
Yeah, the kit in hand as well. Comfortable clean up with 1 remaining alive as well. Ambush survive on the bonus round. And it was all down to the damage of the MP9. That double in towards Monster made a difference. It was looking potentially as well like No Fear could have just ran their way forward, but significant damage dealt. Joanna dropping down from heaven as well, cleaning things up. Brilliantly done. 3-0 start. And well, once again for No Fear, slightly back to the drawing board with the buy not being as comfortable, but a bomb plant does give them some economy to work with. A Mac-10, a Galil to support the AKs, not the end of the world.
Not the end of the world, and we see here now they also have a little bit more utility to work on.
Yes, yeah.
They actually managed to get the site there with only 1 smoke and a couple of flashbangs. That was actually quite impressive from NOFEAR5. But I think that as well, if Quiet had a different weapon than that MP9, they would never have made it in. Let's see here.
Ooh, wow. Lovely headshot there from Elizabeth. The AWP holding her range. Joanna, no, just relaying a bit of information. One post up towards Monster. Smoke on the right-hand side. So she can tunnel vision on this left-hand side of pillar. Just hold and wait. Nade will come forward as well. Slight bit of damage. Numbers favoring the CT side. Ambush holding, waiting. No fear. They still need to try and get this bomb down. They've got so little information to go off. And Kezzy's in for the flank. She hasn't been cleared. This should be an easy mop off for a 2. Bomb drop, swinging in, fires a second, 4 remaining alive, and Ambush find a 4th.
Yeah, talk about information and who had it. It was Ambush. Long flank there from Kezzy Wow. And she gets comes in back, and easy cleanup for her. Did you notice as well how passive the CT setup was for Ambush's side? You had Joanna and Heaven just holding. Kiki was in backup, just holding, and then quiet in water. And they're not peeking, they're not pushing. They know Kezzy is flanking. They know they should just wait, sit and wait, and she will get everything done on behalf of her teammates.
Yeah,
at least the rest little cleanup needed.
Yeah, it's really nicely played, isn't it? Because the way Ambush do it, they're kind of relying on that Kezzy flank, so all they have to do is buy time. But you saw the other side of things as well, for No Fear, because they had so little information to go off, and they also didn't have the numbers advantage by any means. It was a 4 versus 2. They just had to wait for a mistake from the CT side, and Ambush, they're so well drilled, they were never going to give that up. So it was kind of a matter of time, all relying on that flank, and it worked perfectly. 4-0 start, and unfortunately now for No Fear, it's back to the drawing board. Beautiful nade though, quiet down to low HP, but they walk straight into towards for Kiki. You're good for 1. Double coming forward, make that a 3rd. Easy for Spike. Comfortable stuff. The Pistols find themselves a consolation kill towards Kiki, but that's all they find. 5-0 start, and well, that's all they can find with Pistols.
Exactly. Just look at the money now for Ambush.
Yeah.
How important. They only lose 1 player in that anti-eco, and they are swimming in cash right now. Of course, CT side is much more expensive to play than the T side. So to build a strong economy early is very important.
Yeah, exactly. As we stand, that seed side economy is looking more than fruitful. Not the same situation over towards No Fear as well as, well, they have a full buy coming out. An AWP picked up by Fatal. That's awful timing as well. Fatal turns away. Joanna going to double back at the perfect time, holding it towards top con. Should be good for the first. Missed shot though. Dings down to 19, has to just fall away. The nade will cause problems and it'll drop her off the map. But Kezzy at the very least keeping the numbers on the same level. It's a 1-for-1 trade. Fatal with 4. That's the AWP out of the hands of both sides.
Yeah, that was well played there. Really good positioning from Joanna. And of course, you're not expecting 2 people to be pushed up so aggressively all along there. But then Spike, she gets the trade onto Krasi, and it's only Xusha and Elizabeth left now. 2 versus 3 here. But they do have the bomb as their 3rd player, 2v2. Kezzy and Kiki. The 2Ks.
Yeah.
Can they solve this one?
Spam coming forward as well. Going to fall. Elizabeth finds it. Kezzy finding the trade. It's all about timing now. Sticking the defuse. Will the spray connect? It does, but it doesn't matter. The kill. She survives. She finds the defuse. Ambush stay alive in this game. 6-0. They remain flawless. And that's so unfortunate for No Fear. Oh. Damage was dealt, but not the kill.
Oh, that is so unfortunate. I mean, well played by Kezzy there on just simply sticking that defuse. She is so amazing in those clutch situations and holds her head on ice, basically. Ice cold. Gets the ninja defuse. A little bit sad for No Fear, of course, because that was a round that they desperately needed.
Yeah, that could have been the turning point, right? That was their full buy coming in. The AW being picked up and not being converted is unfortunate. But of course, with the loss bonus on this side, they can full buy once further. That bomb plant is giving them a little bit of consistency in terms of their economy. Kezzy going aggressive over towards long, looking for a bit of information as she stands. It's a double setup, in fact. The all-put range.
Yeah, she has Joanna there on that angle to kind of bait for her, so that if T is like coming across the corner, they're going to have contact with the up first, and this is quite a common setup. But you see here, now they're lacking information, and the answer for Ambush is to take control of B short,
Yes.
Now they could already rotate one more player up towards the A bomb site to get in a little bit better positioning for Banana. Then you have Joanna. She can focus more on long to help Kessie.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Elizabeth going to try and test the waters in towards short water. Flashbang going to come forward. Kiki spamming, but it's a double for the T side. No fear, open up this B site. And the rotation now has to come forward in, well, emphatic fashion. Orb holding at range. Will it find anything? Missed shot as well from Fatal. Could be punished. Joanna holding a range. Will she be tested is the question. It's all about timing. Flash will come forward, falling off the angle. And Ambush, they might even be tempted for a save goal here. They can't find their way back in towards the site.
No, I think this is definitively a save here. If you look at their economy right now, we have Joanna. She has no money. Kiki is also low. They will need to drop a weapon over to Kiki. But oh boy, that was ay. No game time here. It's Joanna time.
Yeah, apparently so. I mean, as we stand, 2 remaining alive for the CT side, but it's all they're going to be able to bring across. And no AWP, you mentioned it, right? You know, Joanna has nothing in the economy left for her. And it's a fortunate situation to be in. No AWP to be brought across. She can be dropped by the likes of Kessie or Quiet, but yeah, no AWP to be brought into this round. Means that they can't test Fatal.
Yeah, that might be fatal for Ambush.
You're enjoying it. You're liking these puns, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying to. But my humor is so dry. Do you have a glass of water nearby?
Okay, all right.
You might need it. But look at here. Look at here now. They don't have AWP, but they're going to keep going aggressively. Joanna gets taken out by Fatal. Gonna slow down a little bit here now. Kessie has to watch out for her back. Checks middle. Cannot see any enemies there quite yet. Bit of a slow and steady default this from NOFEAR5. Just slowly taking control of low and gonna probably work their way towards underground now and get that mid and banana control.
Oh, timing is so unfortunate, but Elizabeth actually comes on top nonetheless. The headshot connects brilliantly, and, well, no fear. Found that man advantage twice fold once further. Kessie and Joanna out of the equation, and it's all reliant on 3 M4A1Ss to find Ambush a 7th on the board here. It's asking quite a lot. It looks like as well they're posturing over towards the A site. They tested B and come out successful, but after taking control, they just double back over towards short.
Yeah, this is going to be crucial now. If they can execute onto the A site, they do not know, of course, NOFEAR5, that they have 2 CTs in the back here. Kiki, that is the bomb. Fatal is dropped. The AWP is down. Another one for Kiki. Elizabeth goes down. It's a 3 versus 3 now. How has Ambush managed to turn this round around?
Oh, that flank was brilliant. Kiki finding a double as well. Never should have been able to get away with that. The bomb gets Molotov. 30 seconds left on the clock. A double does get picked up, however. It's on to 1 versus 2. At range, Quiet finds one more. That's stunning. 5 seconds left on the clock.
It's time.
She has just about going to get it down. 1 versus 1. Post-spawn sets up and no fear going for a very passive post-spawn position here. They're going to wrap all the way back towards bank.
It's intensifies, if I may say so myself. And this is exactly what I expected going into this match. To have close rounds and a close game. Let's see here.
Missed shots as well. That gives away the position to KSU. Quiet. Oh no, not Ninja Defuse once again. Pros don't face, they say, but it doesn't matter. KSU connects, and just like that, a second on the board for NOFEAR5. They find a second. The T-side is starting to come alive, and what was a flawless start for Ambush is very much so not looking the case towards the middling part of this first half.
Yes, exactly. We get a replay of the opening frags here from Kiki, and then this is beautiful. Absolutely amazing. But what an intense round. I mean, Ambush is doing the only play that can make them basically win that round. They're pushing Monster, they're clearing that, they're taking back control over B short. And of course, when the door in Underpass is open, and you can just walk up like that and sneak up behind, and no one is holding the flank, and it's a field day. It's so close. It's too close for comfort. I'm sitting at the edge of my seat, Neil.
It's a good game so far. We said it would be, and we also said how important Overpass was going to be. And well, so far, so good. This game is not disappointing. 4-round lead Ambush still hold, but of course, the most unfortunate thing about round number 9 for them is, well, no economy to bring in. We see the upgraded pistols picked up, but that's all they are really going to be able to invest into this sort of round. They want to stick around that 2K mark. So a couple of the Eagles, a couple of 5.7s, and a slim pickings in terms of utility and the armor as well does make it all the more uncomfortable.
Grassi finds quiet, but there's plenty of more where that came from.
Oh, a second as well. It's brilliant. From behind as well. It does get popped by the Deagle. The shot's being made. Won't be able to fall away. Kiki holding, waiting. 5-7 in towards the site. Finding one more. An AK collected. And now we're in a 3 versus 3. Somehow, some way, the pistols are causing problems. Spike finds one more. In towards Bridge. Makes it a third. No, not like this is Spike. What a round.
Like
what a quad kill.
Oh my god! I would wonder if the next time that was extremely well played there by Spike and the Kiki. Just patiently waiting there in water. Gets one player, gets a 1 versus 1 there in water. No teammate is coming to help. She gets that AK and then she just cleans up. It is beautiful. And if you noticed, she ended up having a crossfire with the CT player on B short, such that there was really nowhere to hide for the person who planted the bomb.
It's a very important round for Ambush as well. They were coming in with more or less a nothing. By Fatal connects on Joanna above the smoke, finding the opening kill. This could be the difference maker. Both of these two teams sitting with a little bit of a glass floor below them, and Fatal doubles down. The big green at range, delivering oh so well, and now it's a 3 versus 5.
Yeah, good strong opening there by NOFEAR5. But see, this is the passive setup on B side for for Ambush. You need to have that if you're going to push so aggressively in middle and on long. You can't be playing aggressively on both sides at the same time. That just simply doesn't work. Then the numbers will never be in your favor. But right now, NOFEAR, they are taking it slow and steady. They've got 2 openings. Now they see that they have learned from their previous mistakes. They're not doing anything rushed here. They're just going very, very slowly. And I will think that I'm pretty sure that someone in this round will hold the back.
Oh, Spike got a quad kill in the previous round. Needs to do it once further. We'll also know, or have a very good understanding that they're making that rotation back over towards B. And now this becomes a little bit dicey. KSU's gone for an aggressive flank herself. She's looking to catch people in transition.
Yeah, this is exactly why NOFEAR is running with their knives up onto the B side, because Kshua has pushed on to the site all on their own, checked it out and said, there's no one here, nobody's home. So come on over, team, let's get that bomb down. And another round in the bag for NOFEAR5.
Yeah, it's really nicely played. I think it's now about damage control, isn't it, for Ambush? Potentially pick up a couple of exit frags, if they even can do that. Sound keys have been made, but I don't see them testing in towards Connect. I think that'd be very risky.
Or potentially. Did Elizabeth spot her there? No?
Oh, no. She's gonna fall to Kiki as well. That's unfortunate. Damage control only limited to 1 kill to the CT side, but hey, it's better than nothing, right? A silver lining in that bad situation.
Exactly. I love how compact the Ambush were playing that save. They had all 3 players in towards that connector area. And you see one is holding the back, one is holding above the stairs, and one is holding that door opening. So they were, at least, if one were to get pushed down or taken out, they would have someone there available to trade.
Yeah, well, of course, now, CT side slightly unfortunate situation in terms of their long-term economy. It's not the most comfortable. Lose this round and they might be forced into a little bit of a mixed buy-in towards the previous and into the next, may I say, and that could become a little bit dicey in the long term. A slow tempo once again. NOFEAR start to look a lot more confident in the way in which they're executing their T sides. They're very good at going for that mid-run adjustment, finding a bit of information over towards the A side, doubling back towards B or vice versa, and because of that, it's forcing Ambush into early rotations.
Yeah, exactly. And they always as well need to go. Now we are getting a change in the tempo here from NOFEAR5. They're going to push onto this A site quite aggressively.
Oh, lovely opener as well from Merce, finding the first. At the very least, a trade. Kezi going to make it a double as well. That's stunning to bring the numbers in favor of the CT side. Full blind on the side. A brilliant pop flash from Spike. Puts Krasi into a tough situation. And speaking of tough situations, an AWP of Fatal in a 1 versus 4. I think it's probably safe to say this should be a safe call.
I think she's going to try to go for some damage. They will have money to buy up the next round regardless. She does. And it's also very difficult to get out of there with 40 seconds left on the clock. And really, you kind of know that you're going to get chased down. But could potentially be better there to just accept the loss and move on to the next round.
Yeah, exactly that. Well, as we stand, Ambush, at the very least, they've guaranteed themselves a lead heading in towards that second half. So on CT side of Overpass, not a bad position to be in. The AWP, Joanna looking for a little bit of information towards mid. Does need to be careful of that aggressive movement through playground. And if she had just peeked a centimetre to the right, she might be met by the AWP of Fate. So not going to be the case today. 5-round lead Ambush hold. And of course, a full buy out both ways. The Orbs battle, we've mentioned, has been a prevalent one throughout this entire game so far. And, well, both Fatal and Joanna playing well.
Yeah, we saw this boost from Quiet and Kiki in the previous round as well. And they're not going to get anything for it in that one either. But as long as it hasn't been spotted by the T's, they can keep trying. Joanna gets smoked off on long. And now here comes the double monster push by Kiki and Spike. They're catching the fade. They're catching the fade.
Oh, and it works as well. It's so aggressive. It's high risk, high reward. And in that time, they're rewarded oh so greatly, finding the kill. And more importantly, the information over towards B. No one's there. And Joanna knows all too well. AWP holding, which was defined, of course. Not even needed to be questioned. The AWP at range, finding one more. Mersk fall. Flash to come in towards long, and she wants to reposition, potentially. Concentrating on front bathrooms. Quiet with that setup. Finding one. Kezi one more in a matter of seconds. It's all down to one. Elizabeth 1 versus 4 is trying to keep the dream alive, trying to find a fourth on the board. But from the side, it's Quiet with her second. Ambush find a 9th.
Yeah, exactly. That was such a lovely opening. Lovely little monster push there by Kiki and her teammate. And they get full information, all info on Monster, as you said. And then you see was Spike or Quiet rotating up there to help out Kessie and Joanna. Joanna repositioning is simply because she now has a teammate in stairs that is holding that long angle.
Yeah, exactly.
I was holding the long angle with great profit.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's a very risky play in towards Monster. That, again, I really liked how they went about that. I mean, Kiki holding, double stacking that position, gives them the information. Of course, they get the kill, but it's that information for me that's the most important thing. Yeah. Because they know no one's in towards Monster, no one's in towards short. It has to be an A push. They're either long, they're either short, and, well, one by one, they just get picked apart. A lovely nade coming forward as well. Krasi and Fatal take a huge chunk of damage. That was a 100 damage nade in total, including Elizabeth. Not the greatest start for the Pistols and NOFEAR5 as well. They are left on just Pistols. It's a no-buy for them.
Yeah, exactly. Not it's just how do you call it? Salt in the wound. That,
yeah, salt.
They have to, but they're being very sneaky here. I am quite a fan of this approach by NOFEAR, and Joanna might get a little bit of the surprise there as she peeks around the corner. Now it's going to be imperative for NOFEAR that they remember that Cassie likes to play towards that long position. Pushing in, gets taken out here. It's trades back and forth.
Oh, I like this as well. The T side, granted, they came in with just pistols, but to find 3 kills and a bomb plant, that is very, very important for them. And that's something that can make a difference looking long term for the economy, especially in NOFEAR5. But they've now started to figure out the success for them comes from that step up in tempo. We spoke about that earlier, right? Where for NOFEAR5, when they go just a little bit more aggressive, it overwhelms Ambush to a degree. And it kind of, we saw exactly that, you know, the AWP falling early from Joanna. gave them the site, forced them in towards a bomb plant for Bank, and then of course they wrapped all the round, getting further, even more and more kills. For Ambush, they were hot on their heels at the one part of that round, but of course, more importantly, they do find a 10th and a 7-round lead heading into the penultimate round of the half.
Yeah, this is exactly what I was thinking about when I was suggesting that Ambush might be the team that was picking Overpass. They are an extremely solid team on this map. And I felt like we didn't get to speak so much about Joanna.
What shot.
Takes out Krasi. Krasi's the A lurk in NOFEAR5, and we shall see the push into Monster here. Spike, you have a job to do.
Unfortunate. Spotted the shadow, but it wasn't good enough for the kill. Kiki holding from bridge, looking for a bit of a fight coming forward. Does find one. Nade's coming towards the left-hand side as well, just buying a bit of time. Waiting for the rotation to come through. It's a 1-for-1 trade, make that a 2. Fatal finds a double, at range at least. The Orb, but Joanna brings it back to a 1 versus 1. Smoking towards the side, Deagle whipped out, but it's not good enough to take down Elizabeth. That's going to be a round on the board for the likes of NOFEAR5. They make it a 4th, but it was close. A 1 versus 1, and with a slither of HP, just about Elizabeth coming out on top. But a 4th round collected, could have a 10-5 half here.
Yeah, absolutely, and that might be just enough here for NOFEAR5. You probably agree with me that the city side of Overpass is the easier side.
Massive, yeah.
How many rounds would you think that NOFEAR... Do you think they still have a shot here if they can manage to grab that this final round?
Well, I think at the very least, 5 rounds and a pistol in towards the CT. Definitely, I think they have them more or less. But I think that pistol becomes the most important factor. Also into a short as well with force Fatal off the angle. They are posturing towards B, the T side, looking for a bit of an early entry, trying to utilize Fatal, who so far has been unreal with the AWP in hand. Definitely been one of the big names in the server. Well, she's not going to find too much.
No, definitively, and she is tightly followed by Krasi, who we've seen play on the absolute highest level of FIBA CS for the longest time.
Oh, trade on towards the side. The orb of Joanna coming alive. 2 versus 2 now. She's just trying to once again buy a bit of time for that short rotation. Will they even expect it? And will she expect the pushing towards water? Needs to be careful as she falls. Fatal spam after delivers and causes a fatal blow to make it a 1 versus 2. Information on Kezi is being relayed, and how do they make their way towards the site now? Kezi's posted up, looking for something, crossing, and from bridge he finds the first, looking for the second, but it's not going to be the case. Krasi delivers as a 5th round collected, and ladies and gentlemen, we're going to a break. We'll see you in a second.
keep falling down, I go and pick myself up. I just keep moving forward. The breakthrough you never heard of. I keep building up my momentum. I'm not gonna eat.
Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Second half underway in map number 1 of today. It's 10-5 in favor of Ambush. Can they make it 11th? Well, not if Krassy has anything to say about it. Finding the first, quiet, in for the trade. The short aggression could be punished or no. It's a 1-for-1 trade. 3 remaining alive for both sides. Bomb to be planted as we stand. And what an exciting start to the second half. Just as exciting as the finish to the first.
Yeah, absolutely. I was thinking maybe, oh, Elizabeth!
Uh-oh.
With 2 now, it's only quiet left here. 1 versus 2. And Shusha,
Wow.
she eliminates poor quiet there. That was a lot back and forth here from the teams. I was kind of expecting the veteran, let's call her that, Krassy. I mean, she did come into this team not so long ago, and she is a veteran, seasoned player with a lot of experience on a very highest level of both female CS, but also international and open and for everyone, you know.
Of course, yeah.
She was on that
brilliant
team
shot, fatal.
Of Exit with Julianos as Petra, and
yeah, so very, very distinguished team.
Dominated. That's the word I would like to put out there. Dominating the female scene before making the move to Valorant last year. And that was something that I was quite interested in trying to figure out. Is because NOFEAR, they were playing Valorant under the name NOORG.
Yes,
and they actually had quite the impressive results in that title as well. So I'm wondering if we are going to have them fully back into Counter-Strike, or if they are going to be the only team that I know of who's going to try to manage to do it do it all.
Yeah. Swinging into a site. Elizabeth good for a double. The Molotov finds 1. The FAMAS find a second, but not quite good enough to convert on towards the third. Bombs be planted once again, a 2 versus 2. And now it's all about the post bomb. The double rotation coming forward in towards Dumpster. It's all about timing now as they're making their way forward ever so slowly. Krassy holding, smoke in the face as well, flash on towards the side, but they walk straight in towards Spike, looking for the second as well as Merck just trying to post up on towards top Dumpster. Will she be able to spot it out? Ahead has been spotted on the jump peak, but gives away the ruse. Spike spams through the smoke. And that's Ambush turning things back in their favor once again, and once again finding that 5-round lead, 11-6. Nice round.
Yeah, very nice there. I almost thought that NOFEAR was gonna get that retake, but you see the positioning that is so clever from Ambush. 1 in the little corner and 1 on the truck plant, who's basically just baiting for her teammate. You see when Krassy is coming around the corner on the flash from her teammate, she is not even thinking of looking to the left.
Yeah, no, exactly. It makes things all the more tougher. Scout shot at range. 1 quite connect. Second time round of asking it does though. Ketty down to 50. Kiki down to 30. The Scout causing issues. Needs to try and close down this range. The Mac 10 won't quite connect either. The Eagles hand cannons living up to the name as they find themselves 2. Spike and Kezi coming in for support, though, bringing the numbers back in favor of the T side. The Scouts do so much work, and with so little to work with, it does leave Krassy all alone. 1 versus 3 against a double AK, 1 M4, 1S. It's a tough ask for her. No way.
Yes.
Look at Kezi's HP as well. 13 points of HP.
When it gets tough, the tough gets going. Isn't that something you say in the UK?
Yeah, you know, it's roughly along those lines. Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god, this.
When the going gets tough.
Yeah, when the going gets tough. Oh, spots her out. Can she finish it?
No.
13 HP. Those shots, though.
Wow, those first shots. 2 from short at range as well, delivering with the Eagle. Very, very
not
close.
that accurate when I'm shooting with it.
Yeah, why can't I do that? Why when
Yeah.
I do that, I'm hitting nothing but toes. But headshots galore. Just unfortunate to make the 1 versus 3. Turn to 1 versus 1 to work in her favor. Ambush find a 12th on the board. They double the rounds of No Fear as we stand. And of course, the most unfortunate thing for No Fear is that, well, now it is just a full eco buy for them. Just the USPs. Not too much they can bring in towards the situation. They should more or less just fall pretty easily as they make their way towards playground. Yake swinging forward. Quiet's going to find 4. Oh no, it's a 2 for Kezi, 2 for Quiet. And a 1 for Joanna as she was the only casualty on that T side. 13 rounds collected.
Yeah, it always feels nice, when you're managing to spread out those eco frags. So not you don't have one player cleaning house there, and
Exactly.
it's also good for the balancing of the economy on the team as well. That of course, if you have such an eco where one player has fallen in the previous round and needs to rebuy, you can potentially let them buy an SMG. Oh no, you hate to see that train. Why is it there, Valve?
Valve, please fix the train. Just being a nuisance. Nado come forward as well. Crashy taking a huge chunk of damage down to 27. Not really the ideal way to start out round number 24 her. 13-6 is where you start in round. And actually the full rotation now being made. What's looking like back over towards A. The bombs in towards playground, or into party, may I say. And long E is just slightly being tested. And the wrap through connector, if they clear this information, they can more or less for free go up towards short and bathroom.
Yes, exactly. Elizabeth now with Mersk is taking some information back on B short, but we will probably now see an execute onto the A site here by ambush. Waiting patiently here. Did they get their rotation coming up there? Yes, Elizabeth, she has just arrived.
Oh, should we find anything? Shusha, 1. Joanna in for the trade. They look to make it a double, but it's Elizabeth in towards back transformer. Finding 1, but it's only going to be 1. At range, Mercy to step up, and she does oh so well. Kiki will fall. It's a 2 versus 2, and both sides are taking significant damage. And Crassi, maybe if she peeked just that little bit further, she could have found 1 more. Not going to be the case now.
Pre-aiming for the truck plant there.
Yes, yeah.
Very smart, actually, from Cassie to plant in front. She knows her angles. But let's see now. Mersk, she has 1 flash. Is she going to flash her teammate out? No.
Oh, Kezi, nice shot as well. Crassi will fall. And look at the post barn. It's so passive as we stand. Kezi will fall. Not even going to peek just yet. Has been spotted, but Spike just domes her out of the round. Lovely shot from her as well. Ambush find yet another round in their favor. 14-6 is where we stand. And 2 rounds away, Ambush, from the Oilers to 16 and finding their opponent's map pick.
Yeah, you see, even in that kind of strange afterplant situation, Cassie and Spike, they still managed to make a crossfire.
Yeah.
And it's actually so important that you're positioning yourself such that you can trade your teammate if that time has to come, of course. And you saw Mersk pushing onto the site. She had no clue where Spike was holding from. Well played by them.
It's a really nice post point, isn't it? That crossfire, as you mentioned, was so important, especially because when you take a look at the HP of Spike, it was so low that she couldn't be too aggressive. Just ducking her head away, waiting for your opportunity, and she delivered so perfectly. Pretty well played. 14-6 is where we stand currently at a mixed buy for the CT side. MP9s, FAMASs, 1 scout. It's not the best buy, but it's a force buy. And realistically speaking, failure to convert this for No Fear, and I think probably this is it.
Yeah, I think so. It might be. I mean, this is do or die on Overpass for NOFEAR5. They've been forcing up quite a lot. I feel like on their city side, feeling the pressure. It seems, and they have never managed to really build any sort of economy here on the city side.
No, not at all. And I think that's becoming a sort of a big problem for them, right? They've never had a long-term economy built up, and because of that, they've always felt that pressure of having that glass floor below them, and that does make a difference, especially on the CT side, where it's arguably a little bit more expensive in terms of the investments. You talk about kind of the Molotov being more expensive, the M4, even having to pick up a kit or head armor. Well, not the lack of head armor, I guess. All of those situations do add up in the long term, and for No Fear, they are feeling that pressure ever so slightly. It is looking like we're going towards a B pop. Flash have gone forward. Merch can be dropped. A double to open things up. Quiet finds one more. Elizabeth in for the trade. The 2 versus 3 as we stand. The numbers favoring the T side. Kezia 1-for-1. And with 2 remaining alive, Ambush find 15. 1 round away from closing out their opponent's map pick.
Yeah, this is looking really solid here from Ambush. A little shaky from No Fear, but I think that the first half of this game was a lot closer than the scoreline would indicate.
Oh no, I agree massively. Even though it was a 10-5 half, we were saying that in the halftime break, right? It felt so much closer than it actually was, because No Fear were putting up fantastic T-side rounds, but maybe just not able to convert them. And speaking of converting, what a kill. Fatal just gets deleted by Kezi. What a start. And what a response. Shusha in for the trade.
Yeah, I think that is very important. Is she going to keep pushing here? She knows that there probably are going to be T's coming down the stairs behind her. Spike doesn't get contested, gets away with taking the C4. But look at the flank now from Krasi. She knows it all. And Shusha, is she going to get... Yes. She got taken out there, traded. Good trade from Kessie. But bomb has been spotted in connector. There's 50 seconds left on the round.
Exactly. I mean, they need to make a decision now.
The door is closed.
What do they want to do for this? Do they want to try and test the waters towards short? No, they're going to rotate back up towards B. Joanna's got, at the very least, a bit of an advanced angle. She's still holding in towards Dice, but Elizabeth won't test as we stand. It's all about a waiting game. And speaking of waiting, the clock is ticking. 26 seconds left to work with. Decisions have to be made. The rotation back over towards A by the CT side. The MP9 spotted some information. It's Elizabeth though for the first. That's the bomb dropped. 15 seconds on the clock. It's all down to 1. Quiet in a 1 versus 3. Needs to deliver. And I don't think she's going to be able to. Elizabeth, close range, comes out on top. And No Fear survive another day.
Yeah, that was something, va? That is all on Shush here in Underpass. Maybe a strange decision there by Spike to just yeet down the ladder like that. But of course, this is coordination and team play by her teammates. She knows that they're gonna at least sandwich her, so she's not gonna get away. But just unfortunate there for Ambush. Well played by No Fear, though.
Oh, yeah, really well played. Speaking of Fatal, the AWP stepping up for a double. Look to make it 3 as well. Kiki needs to be careful. A swing in here could be ill-advised. Spotting out Kezi. 1 more. Looking for another. She's on for the ace, in fact. 4 has been found. It's all down to Spike to deny. And she's nowhere to be seen. Making the rotation back in towards mid. And the question now, can the AWP find all 5?
I want it so much. There's nothing that is more crisp and clean than a solid ace. I don't know if we've seen that before in Impact.
I don't think
by the upper at least. Spike gets the better of her, but now 1 versus 3 here. Can she get more done into this round, or is it another one on the board now for No Fear?
Well, a 1 versus 3. We've seen these brought down to a 1 versus 1 on the flip side from No Fear. The question is now, can Spike do it 1 better? Can she convert? We'll have to wait and see. The rotation being made now. It's a double stack over towards the A site. It's a crossfire so well set up. It's all about timing the peak. Swinging forward, spots the first. Trying to get the bomb down. But getting tagged from behind, a couple of missed shots could be punished, and they will do. Spike, that's brilliant. She knows the rotation coming from behind, so she plants for bank. This is stunning. Spike's now turned a 1 versus 3 into a 1 versus 1. It's just Krasi to deny. her finding a quad clutch in a 16th round for Ambush. And look at this post bomb. So passive in its nature, and Krasi got so little information to work off. The Molotov in towards Bang. Spike will rotate back over towards Dumpster. It's all about timing. Will she be able to deny? Spamming through the smoke. No tag, so she's just going to fall away.
Here's the defuse come up again. She knows this is it. She has to stick it. Oh,
no ammo.
Ninja on Ninja. Like, you can do it, but we can do it too.
Exactly. The Ninja defuse coming forward. As they say, pros don't fake, and that's exactly what we saw from Krasi. Credit where credit's due. Quiet brings it down from a 1 versus 3 to a 1 versus 1. But once again, the numbers advantage just makes a difference, and Ninja defuses all that's necessary. And of course, probably the most important thing, double back 10.
When you said, well, we have seen this 1 versus 3 situation go down to a 1 versus 1, I'm like, well, speak of the devil.
Exactly.
The devil's name today is Spike.
Exactly. It was the caster's curse, wasn't it, from us? We said, can she do one better? No. This time, not the case. Nate going to come in. Not going to quite find his target. On Kiki, aggressive swing in the back 10. Trade going to come forward, trying to overwhelm the orb. It's a 1-for-1 trade. Kezi at range as well delivers. Oh no, it's a long rotation for NOFEAR5. And that site completely open. Bomb planted, post plant set up. Pre-aiming for the truck position, but a smoke now in their face.
Yeah, this is looking grim for No Fear. Ambush,
Agreed.
tempo shifted and caught No Fear off guard. Kezi in a good position, has a crossfire, gets taken out by Kezi. But now then, Kezi has to do it all.
Stunning. Absolutely stunning. Jonik loads it out, and there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Celebrations in the server.